Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into a critical topic in pharmaceutical safety: nitrosamine impurity limits and Health Canada's expectations for compliance. This issue has been at the centre of global recalls and regulatory actions, and understanding it is essential for anyone involved in drug development or manufacturing. Not long ago, many trusted medications were suddenly recalled around the world. The reason? Unexpected contamination with nitrosamines. For patients, it created worry. For manufacturers, it meant delays, losses, and regulatory hurdles. That's why Health Canada, along with other global authorities, has tightened impurity limits. Staying compliant isn't just about approval, it's about patient safety and market trust. So, what exactly are nitrosamines? They're chemical compounds formed when nitrites react with certain types of amines under specific conditions. That might sound like something from a chemistry textbook, but in simple terms, when the wrong ingredients meet in the wrong environment, nitrosamines can appear. And here's the problem: they're considered probable human carcinogens. That's why regulators take them so seriously. To protect patients, Health Canada has set strict, acceptable intake thresholds. For example, NDMA is limited to just 96 nanograms per day. That's a billionth of a gram. For NDEA, the threshold is even lower, only 26.5 nanograms per day. Other nitrosamines follow guidance from the ICH M7 framework. These numbers may seem tiny, but they reflect a conservative safety model designed to ensure that, over a lifetime, the cancer risk is extremely low. If you're submitting a drug application in Canada, Health Canada expects a clear, structured approach. That means a full risk assessment, confirmatory testing using validated methods, and a strong control strategy to prevent contamination. All of this needs to be documented thoroughly in the common technical document. In short, the evidence must show, not just claim, that your product is safe. But where do these impurities actually come from? Often they're formed when certain raw materials react together. Sometimes it's the solvents, sometimes it's preservatives, and in other cases, even the storage conditions can play a role. For manufacturers, understanding these root causes is critical, because once you know why they form, you can take steps to stop them. Now, let's talk about detection. You can't manage what you can't measure. That's why advanced analytical tools are key. At ResolveMass, we rely on methods like LC-MS, which can detect nitrosamines at incredibly low levels, and GC-MS, which works well for volatile compounds. By using isotope dilution, we add even more accuracy and confidence to the results. Each test is validated to international standards, so regulators can trust the data. Here's a real-world example. A generic pharmaceutical company was struggling. Health Canada had placed their submission on hold due to NDMA contamination in their active ingredient. That's when they came to us. Our team carried out full profiling, identified the root cause, and developed a control strategy. Within just 8 weeks, the impurity levels were brought under control, and the company received approval. This shows how the right scientific approach can turn a setback into success. So, how can companies stay compliant? It starts with a solid risk assessment, mapping every potential source of nitrosamines in synthesis, formulation, or storage. Then comes control, choosing better reagents, tightening supplier checks, improving storage. Best practices also include working with an experienced lab, using validated testing methods, monitoring throughout the product lifecycle, and staying on top of evolving regulations. Remember, compliance isn't a one-time task. It's a continuous process. At ResolveMass, we've built deep expertise in nitrosamine compliance, from risk assessments to validated testing and regulatory documentation. We've helped clients secure approvals in Canada and beyond. The bottom line is this: by understanding the science, meeting the standards, and working with the right partner, companies can protect patients, protect their brand, and move forward with confidence. Thank you for joining us today. If you're preparing for a Health Canada submission or simply want peace of mind about nitrosamine impurities, our team is here to help.